starting the first week in December. We're targeting all of Europe, Taiwan, Oceania, and Vietnam, with the Americas to come in the spring. But we're coming in hot here.
Americas to come in the spring? Looking good, Michael Chow. All right, let's talk about it. According to the latest dev update that just been posted today, on October 27th, League of Legends LoL Rift will be open to all players in the current closed beta region. And that includes Korea, Japan, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. And in December of 2020 this year, other regions like Europe, Taiwan, Oceania, Vietnam will be open as well. And ladies and gentlemen, North and South America regions will have LoL Rift spring season of 2021. Personally, due to the limitation of my English, I looked up what does spring really mean. Apparently, according to almanac.com, spring begins on March 1st. And since Michael didn't actually say exactly which date in spring, we can only guess it's gonna be one of the days between March and June. Okay. Holding the principle that I, as a content creator, should only come from an understanding perspective and trying to interpret what developer is trying to tell us, the real story behind the scene, the struggle under the surface. Well, after a whole afternoon of meditation, the only reasonable explanation I can come up with is Martian alien kidnapped Riot CEO and told him that there is a giant meteor coming towards Earth, and the only way to save Earth is for Riot to release LoL Rift after spring, since spring is a season of allergies and germs, and Earth's germ and Martian meteors are actually lovers from thousands of years ago. And if LoL Rift is released before spring next year, all the germs will come out and attract the meteor, and human race will be in trouble. And for the sake of human race, we have to. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I suck at making up stories like an Asian guy trying to rap mom's spaghetti. I mean, it just doesn't work. Anyways, an announcement video already received close to 7,000 dislikes the moment of this recording, and I gotta say one word. What? After the recent iPhone 12 event, I have received countless of messages and DMs telling me how wrong I was making the controversial video about LoL Rift release a while back. Well, everyone was like, did you not see the LoL Rift Apple event highlight? This is huge! This time it's going to be different. This time it's Riot. Don't you know who Riot is? Well, I remember watching Vainglory reveal in the iPhone 6 release event. Watching the Kraken taking down the Crystal was freaking epic. And I was like, how is this possible on such a tiny device? Well, look where that game is now. Right? Is a developer not a good developer? I don't think so. In fact, I think Super Evil Megacorp is packed with talents and ambitious peers who dreamed up the day where the world would celebrate the world champion of the first real mobile game, Vainglory. I also remembered when they released the 5-on-5 Vainglory version. Oh my goodness, the graphics, the game design are epic. But it didn't happen, right? Nobody knows the game. The surviving few who knew the game slowly but surely died off, and the server in China is closed off right now for Vainglory. I mean, I say this not to discourage people about LoL Rift. In fact, before today's announcement, I had sources who told me that LoL Rift is going to do an open beta on October 27th and maybe do an announcement in League of Legends Worlds. It's gonna be exciting. And I was super excited and energized. I mean, I started to lay out plans to stream and play the game 12 to 14 hours per day. I've said that on live stream multiple times. Literally, besides jerking off, I was ready to devote my life to simp for LoL Rift. I had my clean sets of shirts laid out on my computer table with clean sets of underwear also. I was gonna make sure that I wash my clothes only once per week or maybe even less. So I have the maximum amount of time grinding LoL Rift. I even went on Amazon looking up American-sized water jar so I can keep myself hydrated in one sitting of 12 to 14 hours. Hell, I even looked up clean, hygienic ways to urinate without the need of standing up and walking to the toilet. I mean, I was ready, dude. I was ready to take out the Nasus and grind 2,000 stack until somebody calls me hacking on a mobile game. I mean, I was ready to pawn in my pony once again for the skin money, so I can stare at them while waiting for queues in Wild Rift. I was ready, dude. I even called out my mom, telling her to stop pushing me to have a baby, cause I got more important stuff to do now than continuing the bloodline of my family, okay? I even had an emotional speech with my dad, persuading him to let me pursue my passion in Wild Rift rather than becoming a structural engineer. Okay, I even called up my ex-girlfriend and said to her that as long as she get that plastic surgery that we talked about and help me find some simps for my Wild Rift livestream, everything is back on the table. I mean, dude, I was ready. Okay, I thought to myself, maybe I was wrong, right? Maybe sharing my experience with the viewers was just a hoax, right? Maybe I did let my past experience with the big company got to me, right? Maybe I just need to relax a bit and stop getting so anxious, right? Maybe I just need to Netflix and chill a bit more with this newly bought bottle of oil. I mean, I don't know. The point was, I was finally at peace with myself for a few short moments, right? For a few hours, I thought all my past sins were forgiven. I can finally go tell that epic ML player who trash talked me over and over again, I'm gone. Dude, you can now dominate at Mobile Legends. You can be the king. Stay in Mobile Legends, please. Bye. But then the new developer update dropped. It came as the thunder in the sky. Completely shocked me back to my pathetic reality. It's almost like after enjoying a whole year of Hulu Plus, and now I have to drop down to regular Hulu due to some unknown reasons. I mean, what? You know? Like, how is this possible? That's just unthinkable, dude. I can't believe this is really happening. What about the 10,000 girls I promised who I will carry in Wild Rift next month, right? Am I really gonna miss all that simping opportunity? Right? Why is Riot doing this to me? This move reminded me exactly of that AOV did to us upon its own release. And then there was a Christmas surprise, and we all got the game and everyone lived happily ever after. Is Wild Rift going to do the same? Like, all of this is just a huge Christmas surprise, like disguise, and then, surprise guys, you guys actually get the game by Christmas. Well, only time will tell. Before I share some obvious and serious drawbacks this decision might have on Wild Rift, I also want to tell everyone that, end of the day, we are just players. And I'm sure developers who are passionately working on this project do not want to delay this either. It's probably due to some unknown reasons that are way above our and even developers' pay grade. So even though lots of you asked, I'm not going to get into any speculations at all and just patiently wait for the game to come out, I suppose. I mean, that's all we can do right now. Now, the drawbacks. I hope Riot seriously consider what I'm about to share if you guys happen to stumble upon our humble but rapidly growing community. I believe one big success ticker for any product is its viral factor. Can this product go viral? Does it have the built-in ability to do so? This is why all YouTube videos have a share button under the video. All tweets have a button called retweets, and the list goes on. For mobile games, since it's very social, the ability to build buzz, community on social platforms is extremely crucial. And what is the biggest platform on the planet for that right now? YouTube. And what is YouTube? A global platform. YouTube is not separated as YouTube NA, YouTube SCA, YouTube this or YouTube that. It's just YouTube. To build community on YouTube is destined to have your audience spread all across the world. And when it comes to a new game, the first mover advantage is insanely significant. This is also why all the ML YouTubers are either moving to Wild Rift directly or just simply starting a new channel and promoting the heck out of them right now. I had that advantage once, but I was, seduced by the glamour of potential esports by a game and threw my channel all away. Now coming back to look at a new platform that I love, I would never make the same mistakes I made 2 years ago. And I believe when I say I'm actually referring to lots of YouTubers, whether you have experienced this or not. By creating different open beta release date, Riot effectively made the same mistake that AOV did a few years back, which eventually killed that game, because it killed all the West region content creators channels. And NA and EU are our two biggest regions who happen to produce the highest quality contents around the world. How exactly is this decision killing content creation, you might ask? Well, let's just use the best case scenario, that we are going to get NA release in March. That's good 4.5 months from now. As recording. And let's just say 4 months, okay? Basically, what Riot did is to say, Hey, C region YouTubers, go ahead. We're gonna give you guys a 4-month head start over the rest of the world. You guys can create WTF moments, guides, grind Global 1 champion titles over any other region. And by the time that NA get the game, all the contents that got your heart pumping are already being done. I mean, it's 4 freaking months, okay? You want to be recognized as the next Global 1 Yasuo? Well, too bad. Someone called Jess with Limit has already done it in Indonesia. You want to be recognized as the next Funny Moment channel? Well, too bad. Some channel called LoLWR WTF has probably already taken over the YouTube algorithm from Philippines. So what are you left with? Unless you're the next Steve Jobs, you're a 3000 IQ, a super genius, well, maybe gameplay, maybe guides, and stay on the 50k view per video or lower? Probably yeah. And just to stare at all the C content creators who are growing at 50,000 subs a day. I mean, I'm obviously exaggerating, but you get the point. What about esports, Dave? I mean, NA will have esports. Yeah, but esports do not pay the bills. First, not all content creators have the capacity to be an esports player. And then, if you want to compare the mobile esports salary with PC version, it's obvious that you have no idea what you're talking about. This is not China where mobile rules the world. And it's not going to be for a long time, thanks to our current political environment, okay? If esports is not paying the bill, and the content creation is also mediocre for North America, I mean, what do you really have? A region that's never gonna go viral by itself. A region that's heavily reliant on the size of Wild Rift's marketing team's wallet. And trust me, do not ever count on that, okay? Even the name is Riot. Company do not just throw money because they have it or because they like it, okay? For a business to make investment, they have to know there is a potential for return and a good potential for return. Arena of Valor content creation was slowly dying in North America. And guess what the developer said? Well, we're doing fine. I mean, we can make enough money to keep the office going right here in LA. Why risk the investment and potentially win a little bitty money where it's more stable just to stay here? I mean, it's more accountable to our investors and partners. And if you think Riot do not have investors and partners, well, think again. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you make it where a region's content creator is at a significantly disadvantage by design, and they're barely surviving on their channel income, or for most people, not even close to pay electric bill, well, it's gonna be really hard, very hard for a game to grow, and eventually, it's just gonna suck into a bad venomous circle. So please, if you want to launch open beta, just do it everywhere. If you want to do tests, just do tests with a small selected group of people. Please do not make AOV's mistake again. I mean, I love League and I want to make content for League so bad, but I don't want my objective reasoning take over my emotions. How about keep us small content creators' passion burning while give us legitimate reasons to continue and unconditionally support this beautiful game? What about all the players who do not have access to closed beta? In West region, well, my recommendations to all of you guys are set your expectation low. Very low, super low. If you don't want to be disappointed again with the June 2021 release. Maybe even forget about the game even exists. I mean, just go back to play Candy Crush right for now. But make sure to turn the bell on to all notification bells for this channel. Once there is solid update, you will get them right here. Until then, stay safe, stay awesome, and stay in Team Fam. Love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.
Just for the thrill of it, nothing counterfeit with you, just the thrill of it.